Apart from having no air and water, is there any other reason why humans cannot live on the moon?
I don't know, but we can travel to the moon to find out.
Mark works at a construction site. One day, as he was working, he saw a bright light blinking from a place afar off. He decided to move towards the light source. As he got close to it, he fell into a crater and lost his consciousness. He saw a vision of a group of humans on the moon being trapped in a cage and tortured. The vision felt so real that when he woke up, he was still frightened and shocked. He kept being traumatized by the vision every day for the next 2 weeks till he decided to visit his friend, Jill, who is an adventurer, scientist, and astronaut. He told his friend that he wants to go on a journey to the moon and needs his help. His friend refused at first but later changed his mind when he heard about his vision and saw his willingness to go through all it costs to go to the moon. Jill, with permission from his boss, got a spaceship and embarked on the journey along with Tim, one of the people working there with him. Very soon, they landed on the moon and started exploring it. Max saw a blinding light just like the one he has been seeing in his dream and started moving towards it like someone in a trance. The others noticed his movements and tried to move as fast as they can to stop him. As Max was getting towards the light source, he suddenly found himself falling into a pit. Tim and Jill also did not notice the pit ahead on time and fell into it. They found themselves surrounded by a group of zombie-like humans who were moving towards them to attack them. Max, Tim, and Jill stood back to back, their hearts pounding in fear as the zombie-like humans surrounded them. The zombie-like humans shuffled closer, their hollow eyes fixed on the intruders. It was a dire situation, but Max's determination burned brighter than the lunar surface. "Jill," Max whispered, "we can't let them take us down. We're humanity's last hope here." Jill nodded, his spacesuit helmet reflecting the pale glow. "Agreed. But how do we fight these creatures? They're not like anything we've encountered before." Tim, the pragmatic engineer, scanned their surroundings. "We need a plan. Maybe we can use our tools." Before he could finish, a guttural growl echoed through the crater. The zombies lunged, their bony fingers reaching for the astronauts. Max ducked, narrowly avoiding a gnarled hand. Jill swung his modified lunar pickaxe, smashing a zombie's skull. Tim grappled with another, using his wrench to fend it off. But Max's mind raced. These weren't ordinary zombies. Their eyes held flickers of intelligence, and their movements were coordinated. He remembered his vision, the humans trapped in cages, tortured. These creatures were once people, transformed by some malevolent force. "Jill!" Max shouted. "Remember my dream? These beings were human once. We can't kill them. We have to find a way to reverse the process." Jill hesitated, then nodded. "You're right. Let's focus on the source of that blinding light. It must be connected to their transformation." They fought their way toward the light, pushing through the zombie horde. Max's heart raced as he glimpsed the source, a crystalline structure pulsating with energy. It emanated waves of despair, amplifying the zombies' aggression. "Tim," Max said, "we need to disrupt that crystal. Maybe it'll break the curse." Tim adjusted his grip on the wrench. "I'll give it a shot." As Tim swung at the crystal, it shattered, releasing a shockwave. The zombies convulsed, their eyes clearing. Max watched in awe as their humanity returned, their memories, their pain. They collapsed, no longer threats. But the blinding light intensified, revealing a hidden chamber beneath the crater. Max, Jill, and Tim descended, finding a control panel. Symbols glowed, and Max recognized them from his vision, the key to reversing the transformation. "Jill," Max said, "we have to input the sequence. It'll free the humans." Jill's gloved fingers danced across the panel. The ground trembled, and the chamber opened, revealing cages. Inside were people, pale, emaciated, but alive. Tears filled Max's eyes as he released them one by one. The former zombies stumbled out, their gratitude evident. Max's vision had led them here, to the heart of the curse. As they stepped into the moonlight, their strength returned, and they joined the fight against the remaining zombies. In a final showdown, Max, Jill, and Tim faced the alien beings responsible for the curse. They were ethereal, their forms shifting. But Max knew they were the true threat. "Jill," Max said, "we can't kill them either. We'll find a way to contain them. Together, they used the lunar technology to trap the aliens, sealing them within a crystalline prison. The moon's surface trembled, and the curse lifted. The former zombies returned to their human selves, grateful and scarred. As they boarded their spaceship, Max looked back at the moon. "We've given them a second chance," he said. "Maybe Earth isn't the only home for humanity." And so, Max, Jill, and Tim left the moon, knowing they'd changed its fate. As they soared through space, Max wondered if other worlds held similar secrets, aliens, curses, and redemption waiting to be discovered. The universe was vast, and their journey had only just begun.